Let's see if we're ready to go, if it's working properly. It is. This forecast for May is late. I have been sick. I have been so sick. Luckily, I am on the upswing, so we are starting here because better late than never. Done is better than perfect. So let's start with today. I believe today is the 10th, 11th? Shit. Yes, today is the 10th. So today we are looking at steady approaches to communication. This is don't make hasty decisions. Take your time thinking things through. You want to be very deliberate with your actions and your words today. And over the next few weeks, this is going to be optimal time for starting new things. If you have been wanting to take music lessons, if you have wanted to start a new health routine, if you wanted to start pole dancing, if you wanted to start salsa dancing, if you wanted to start taking a painting class, if you want to, this is also a great time to start putting in your gardens. It's springtime. It's time to start your gardens. Literally anything active and creatively stimulating like that. This is the perfect day in the next few weeks to start that in. This would also be a good time for Crown of Success workings, or workings to help you obtain a particular goal or put emphasis behind something that you are starting. So if you are starting a new job, new schooling, things like that, you really want to take the next few weeks to do some conquering or some Crown of Success magic and make sure to really seal the deal because you have all this really creative goal-getting energy behind you. May 11th is tomorrow, Sunday, Mother's Day. Right before the full moon in Scorpio. So I'm going to say this and then I don't want to get on a big tangent about Mother's Day. Mother's Day is really sensitive for a lot of people, and I understand that. That is why I am making this note, but also I'm not going to dwell on it because this is right before full moon in Scorpio, and this is already can be an emotional day for people. You're going to really want to make sure your expectations are in check because this is going to be an even more emotional time. So if you constantly have an expectation that, this is so hard to talk about. If you constantly have an expectation that is not met, while you do need to look at the people around you who are not willing to meet that expectation, you also have to take some accountability and some self-introspection to make sure that maybe this thing is not as important as you have built it up to be. Or maybe there's another approach, or maybe there's a compromise. So I'm not saying your feelings are not valid, but we are not always right. And there is a ton of videos out there right now that are very ego-based, as in if somebody isn't doing this for me and isn't treating me this way, they're in like their lower self, their low vibe. They need to meet me where I want to be met. And while that's not, that's a good thing, but it's not always true. We can't be right 100% of the time. We're not perfect. So it can't constantly be that somebody else is the problem. If you are consistently having the exact same feedback or issues in your relationships, you need to look at the choices of the type of people you're making, or you need to look at how you could be contributing to that because you are the common denominator. And that's really hard to hear, but there are so many videos out there where it is just constantly pushing that everybody else is doing everything wrong. And that This is just sheer statistics and a number game here. That can't possibly be true. So make sure you're not setting yourself up for failure and setting yourself up to get hurt by not addressing and working on things that you really need to be working on in order to get what you really want out of life. Jumping ahead to May 17th, Uranus and Taurus. This is a day to shake it up. Get out of your routine. If you can call off work, I'm not going to tell you what to do. But if you can schedule some time off, do something spontaneous. Go to the movie with a friend. Go out to dinner. Go out dancing. Hold a little get together at your house. Hold a little friend dinner. If there's a new romance you have been interested in, somebody you've been potentially looking at, it's time to ask them out on a date. This is the time to foster this beautiful, supportive, what's the word I want to say? Adventurous and spontaneous spirit that we have as human beings, okay? We only live once. Do the thing. That is what May 17th is about, okay? What are you waiting on? If you don't make it happen, it's not going to happen. So take the step, do the thing, call the day off, stay out late, stay up late, party like it's 1999. May 19th, I'm going to tell you to limit your social media, limit your news intake. Do not feed the machine this day. There is going to be a lot of people blowing things out of proportion. I'm trying to be very diplomatic with my word choice right now because I don't want to use these catchphrases that are out there now because I don't support the person doing the catchphrases. So, we're just be very deliberate with what you are consuming that day because there can be sort of a lot of rumors and things are blown out of proportion and it's not necessarily going to be true and you're going to get hooked in and sucked into the drama. And we really need to unplug from the drama. I have noticed I don't spend a lot of time on social media. Shocking. Even though this is this is a platform I use to run my business. Shop.conjuredcardea.com is the site, by the way. 16 years going, 25 years experience. I don't spend a lot of time on here, particularly now, because all people want to do is this really sensationalized content where they're like screaming at you about like what you should be doing and believing in, and everything is like this other person is wrong and it's like cancel, cancel, cancel. And I'm just like really not into that tone. I like a more even keel, realistic thing. I'm not going to be yelled at. I'm not going to be told what to think. And everything is just really sensationalized right now. And it may be because I'm 43, 42, 43, whatever. Actually, I've been like this my whole life. I'm not even going to play. I don't have time for that stuff. You're not going to jerk me around like emotionally or energetically. I cannot be jerked around. So, and I don't like that on my feet. I don't like that feeling. So be prepared on May 19th that there's going to be that feeling of like people trying to jerk you around and make you feel certain ways about things and intensifying things and blowing things out of proportion because it's not going to be true. And they're literally just sucking the energy out of you. The content, the news, the feeds that are doing that, jerking you up and down like that energetically, are just literally sucking the life out of you, whether you realize it or not. Okay, so I got to end this one, part 2.